Hey, thank you so much for tuning in and welcome. So, the purpose of this video is for me to help you cultivate your emotional and mental well being. So, I'm just going to share with you some few strategies and steps that can empower you mentally and emotionally so that you can improve the quality of your life. So, I'm Neo Abraham, a mental wellness CEO and activist. So I own a company called Architecture Life Mental Health Global Institution. And my goal today is simply to give you some few keys, some few insights on how you can cultivate your mental well-being. So we know we are busy in life. People are busy building their lives, busy building their businesses, going to work, building families. So we do so many things. And one of the biggest problems is that as we are busy with life, we tend to forget about ourselves. We tend to forget about our emotional well-being. We just want to go on and on and on about life, and without actually taking the time to invest in ourselves and building our emotional capacity and mental capacity. So one of the things that happens while we are so busy with life, I said, is that we forget ourselves. So it means that we are not aware what is happening to us emotionally. And this is a very dangerous thing. So you go on with life, you're doing all these great things, building life, taking care of all of your responsibilities. But in the process, you forget about yourself. In the process, you are not aware of what is happening to you emotionally. And this is extremely dangerous, because when you are not aware what is happening to you emotionally, things are going to get worse. And before you know it, you are experiencing mental illness, you are experiencing negative emotions, and you're going to feel like it's too late. But guess what? It's never too late. All right. So first, this is where I want to start. It is critical that we are emotionally self-aware. Never get so busy that you forget about yourself. Never get so busy that you forget to check on yourself. You need to take a pause. Just check what is happening to you mentally. Just check what is happening to you emotionally. Yes, get busy with life, but don't forget yourself in the process, all right? Because the person that you are, the quality of person that you are is what determines the quality of life that you're going to have. And we know the quality of who you are as a person is determined by the quality of your mind. Therefore, you need to always take time just to, see what is happening in your mind and ensure that you are doing well mentally and emotionally. So the first key is you need to be emotionally self-aware. So my question will be, emotionally, how are you? What type of emotions have you been experiencing? Is it positive emotions? Is it negative emotions? As you are busy with life, have you been aware of the type of emotions that you've been experiencing? Is it negative emotions or is it positive emotions? You need to be aware of that. So the first key is you need to be emotionally self-aware. It is critical. What is happening to you? What is happening with you? All right. Are you doing well mentally? Are you doing well emotionally? And I want to bring this to you. The moment you experience negative emotions, you need to ask yourself a question. Why am I experiencing these negative emotions? Right? Now that you're self-aware, you're aware that I'm experiencing negative emotions. The question would be, why? Why are you experiencing negative emotions? What is the cause? Some people will find that the cause is that they've been neglecting themselves. They've been focusing so much on their responsibilities that they never really gave time to themselves, right? And that causes people to be emotionally overwhelmed and sometimes experience mental illness. So the question is, why are you experiencing negative emotions, right? And what is the cause? What is the cause? You need to dive deep to understanding what causes you to feel, to experience negative emotions. What causes you to feel this way, right? Is it a past experience? It is, is it your daily activities that you are so busy overworking yourself? What is causing you to feel so tired? What is causing you to feel so overwhelmed, right? What is causing you to feel like you want to give up, you want to isolate yourself, you don't want to do anything with anybody? What is causing you to feel so anxious? You need to know, you need to dive deep to understand what is the cause, right? And believe you me, you will know the moment you ask yourself the right questions to say, what is making me feel this way? And you dive deep to understanding and analyzing your life, you will begin to understand. Maybe it's my past experiences. Maybe it's the fact that I've been neglecting myself and I've been focusing so much on work that I forgot about myself, right? So you need to understand the cause. So first is that you need to be emotionally self-aware, understand and know what is happening to you. And secondly, when you know and find that you are experiencing negative emotions, now number two, you need to understand the cause, right? You need to understand the cause. Now, number three, what is number three? You need to do something about it. You need to do something about it. You know what causes one of the biggest causes of mental illness is lack of solution. When you lack a solution to a problem, you don't have a solution for something, it tends to stress you out a lot, sometimes leading to anxiety and also leading to depression. So as humans, we need solutions. It's in our nature as humans to find solutions, right? So it is critical that when you find a problem, that you are experiencing negative emotions, that you need to develop a plan. You need to say, okay, I'm experiencing negative emotions and it's because of this thing. I need to do something about it, right? So number three is you need to do something about it. You need to do something about that cause. You need to develop a plan of action so that you can have a solution for the problem, right? And here's the thing about us. The moment you are taking the step to do something about the problem, you're going to start feeling better, right? Because as humans, it's in our nature. When you don't have any solutions and you don't know what to do, you become more stressed, more anxious, depressed. But when there's a problem and you are taking a step, to do something about it, to finding a solution, to discovering a solution, you're going to start feeling better because you are doing something about that problem. So my question is, what are you doing with your emotions? Are you investing to become better, to have better emotions? What are you doing to invest in your mental well-being? What is it that you do to ensure that you have a healthy mind, healthy emotions, healthy body? What are you doing? You need to develop a plan of action. Knowing the problem and doing nothing about the problem is a problem. So now that you know the cause, you know what is happening to you, you need a plan of action, right? So I'm going to give you one exercise that you can do that will help you deal with some of the mental obstacles that you are experiencing, some of the mental conflicts that you are experiencing. It might not, change everything, but it can help you do something. It has worked for many people. Working with thousands of people, I've seen how important this exercise is. And there's a statement in theology that says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So basically what it says is that you are your own thoughts, right? So if you have negative thoughts about yourself, you are exactly that. So if you think yourself as a loser, then you are a loser. Not because somebody else said so, not because the world is saying so, it's because these are the thoughts that you have of yourself. So this teaches us that it does not matter what people think of you, say about you. What matters is the perception that you have about yourself. What truly matters is the thoughts that you have about yourself and about life. Now, those ones are fundamental to the quality of your life. People can, say crazy things to you about you, tell you will not become anything, nor achieve anything. But if you keep your self-perception positive, good, let me tell you something, nothing and no one can stop you. So now I want to give you this exercise of that will help you develop positive thoughts. All right, it is critical You need to develop positive thoughts about yourself and about life. All right. And this could be one of the exercises or strategies that will help you deal with the cause. Maybe some of you've been through hard things in your life, and those experiences, they are causing you to experience negative emotions and to also have negative, thoughts about yourself. Maybe you've experienced a disappointment. You are working on something and you thought it's going to work out a certain way, but it did not. You experienced some sense of a failure or disappointment, and it got to you so bad that you start to think that you are a loser. We need to fix that. You're not a loser, right? We need to fix that. Now, here's the exercise. It might sound simple, but it is powerful. You need to exercise self-affirmation. All right? What does that mean? You need to write down everything that is good about you, and you need to affirm yourself. So how does that look like practically? So in the morning, you wake up, you take your journal, you look at everything that is good about yourself, you write it down, and you start to affirm it, that I'm a great person, I'm a wonderful person, I can achieve my goals, I can do this thing, I will not give up. So you say all of these positive things about yourself and you affirm yourself. Because let me tell you something about the world. It has no mercy. The world will always judge you. The world is not going to affirm you. So you need to do that yourself. Affirm yourself. Take personal accountability to say, I'm going to affirm myself. Because the most important voice in your life is your own voice. If you're going to take somebody else's voice to become the most important voice in your life, maybe the voice of another person, the voice of other people, they might say things that will tear you down. So you need to affirm yourself. It does not matter who you are, what you've been through. There's always something good about you. There's potential, in you. There's something great about you. And you only need to discover that, and you need to appreciate that and affirm yourself. Right? Don't neglect the good parts about you. I know life can be so hard that we get to a place where we feel like there's nothing good about ourselves. But that is a complete lie. There is something awesome about you. You've got a future, you've got a purpose, and you need to recognize that and affirm yourself every single day. You need to be consistent and disciplined in affirming yourself. Because every single day the world is going to tell you, you are nobody, you cannot achieve this thing, it's impossible. So each and every day you need to tell yourself, I will achieve it, I will do it, I am great. So do this in the morning. Wake up in the morning, and start. You can stand in front of the mirror and say, you are a great person, you are a wonderful person. Yes, you have few mistakes, but you will fix them and you will move forward. Yes, you've been hurt, but you are healing and you are getting better. You need to affirm yourself. So self-affirmation exercise. It's a powerful tool that will help you cultivate your mental well-being. So wake up in the morning and do it consistently. I always say at least, it takes 21 days of practice, right, for something to become your habit. For you to start seeing it really, really work, right? So be consistent, do this for at least 21 days and see what it will do to you. It will help you transform your mind, your thoughts about yourself. And the moment you transform your thoughts about yourself, then your life will be transformed. We have tested this and it works. Take, for example, it's like waking up in the morning every single day and going to the gym just to go work out your body, right? You're not going to get results the same day, right? Instead, it's going to be difficult. You're going to get so tired. Your body's going to have so many pains because now you are getting into this new routine of building your body, right? But after a week, you start to feel better. After 2 weeks, you start to see results. After 3 weeks, now you actually see that you're getting closer to your goal. It's the same thing. Self-affirmation exercise. It's like you are building the muscles of your mind, right? You are transforming your thoughts about yourself, right? Before you can transform your thoughts about the world, you need to transform your thoughts about yourself, because we only see the world from the point of view of how we see ourselves. So if you see yourself negatively, you're going to see the world as negative. We are not denying the fact that there are negative things happening. But if your entire perception of the world is negative, then you're going to have a very, very terrible life, right? So you need to develop a positive perception of self. And it's by transforming your thoughts through self-affirmation. Always, always say good things about yourself. It's enough. You've heard negative things about yourself. You've heard terrible things about yourself. You've heard many people say that. You've experienced that. Now it's about time that you start to affirm yourself. You assume personal accountability to say, but I'm great. Yes, I have mistakes, but I'm great. Yes, everything did not work out according to my plan, but I still have the potential to make it work, right? Self-affirmation, all right? So I don't want to bombard you with many strategies, but I hope this will help you. If you take what I've said and you practice it, I can guarantee you that it's going to work. Now let us reflect on what I said. The first one I said, you need to be emotionally self-aware in this busy life. Don't get so busy that you neglect yourself. So be aware of what's happening to you emotionally and mentally. And if you are experiencing negative emotions, you need to identify the cause. Now that is number 2. What is causing me to feel this thing? Why am I feeling this way? What is causing me to experience negative emotions? Now, number 3, you need to develop plan of action. What are you going to do? Because as humans, we need solutions, right? So you need to develop a proper plan on how you're going to deal with the cause, with the problem, right? And you do it step by step, right? Don't try to fix everything in one day. Take time, step by step, and you will get better. And one of the exercises that I said will help you with the cause and transform your thoughts about yourself is self-affirmation. Go and practice self-affirmation. Sit down, journal all your qualities, your strengths, your weaknesses, everything great about yourself, and start to affirm yourself, because the world is not going to affirm you. So affirm yourself. If you take these 4 elements that I've given you, put them into practice, you're gonna see that your life is gonna improve. Remember, the quality of your mental well-being determines the quality of your life. So never, ever, ever neglect your mental well-being. So if you are interested in any of our mental health programs, click on the link below to check what we have. And listen, go out there and conquer the world. Cheers.